During the California Gold Rush, Nevada City was known as Deer Creek Dry Diggins, later as Caldwell's Upper Store, and finally, in 1849, it was named Nevada, Spanish for snowfall, a reference to the snow-topped mountains in the area. The town had its share of firsts in California history. The gold tunnel of the north side of Deer Creek was the city's first mine, being located in 1850. The first sawmill with a water wheel was built by Lewison's son on Deer Creek just above the town in August 1850. In 1850 and 51, Nevada was the most important mining town in the state, Nevada County being the leading gold mining county in the state. It had a population of over 10,000 boisterous souls. In April 1851, the Nevada Daily Journal became the first newspaper published in the town and county. The town of Nevada was incorporated on April 19, 1856. In 1864, the word city was added to the name to relieve confusion with the nearby state of Nevada, and the town has legally been known as Nevada City ever since. The former town of Coyoteville, California, later became Nevada City's northwestern section. Many famous people were influenced by living in the area of Nevada City and contributed to its history. Former U.S. President Herbert Hoover lived and worked there as a gold miner in his younger days after graduating from Stanford University in 1895 with a degree in geology. He is only 23 years old in this photo. George Hearst, U.S. Senator and father of newspaperman William Randolph Hearst, made his fortune in California gold and Nevada silver mining. Aaron A. Sargent moved to Nevada City in 1850 and worked on staff at the Nevada Daily Journal, eventually becoming the newspaper's owner. He served 2 terms in Congress and was also elected to the U.S. Senate. While in Congress, he was the author of the Pacific Railroad Act. William Morris Stewart left his studies at Yale University to begin mining near Nevada City. In 1852, he stopped mining and decided to become a lawyer in Nevada City, and almost immediately became a district attorney and served as Attorney General of California briefly in 1854 at the age of 27. It was in May 1853 that Professor Henry Durant, formerly of Yale University, met with a committee in Nevada City to formulate plans for an academy that was incorporated 2 years later as the College of California. It would later become the University of California, Berkeley. Harry Lane Engelbright was born in Nevada City, January 2, 1884, attended the University of California at Berkeley, and graduated as a mining engineer. He followed his profession and became a mineral inspector for the field division of the General Land Office. He was also engineer for the State Conservation Commission of California from 1911 to 1914. Engelbright Dam and Engelbright Lake are named after him. He also served as exalted ruler of the Nevada City Elks Lodge No. 518 from 1927 to 1929. He was buried in Pine Grove Cemetery in Nevada City. The National Hotel on Broad Street is one of the oldest continuously operating hotels west of the Rocky Mountains, and it is there that the consolidation of water companies that formed the Pacific Gas and Electric Company had its first general office. The Nevada Theater, built on the site of the Bailey House Hotel that burned to the ground in 1863, is the oldest existing theater building on the West Coast that continues to operate as a theater. Its grand opening was in 1865, the same year that John Wilkes Booth assassinated President Abraham Lincoln. The Nevada Theater stage was graced by many famous personalities, such as actress Lotta Crabtree, who was dubbed the nation's darling. She was born in New York City to English parents and raised in the gold mining hills of Grass Valley as a young girl when they moved in 1853. She started acting and singing on stage at the mining camps at age 6 years old. In 1856, having made a name for herself on stage in California, she toured the East Coast. In the 1880s, she was the highest paid actress in America. She then traveled abroad with her mother and brothers and retired at age 45, but made one final appearance in 1915 in San Francisco for Lotta Crabtree Day. At her death in September of 1924, she left an estate of $4 million in a charitable trust for such causes as veterans, aging actors, and animals. The trust still exists today. Lola Montez, a dancer and actress, was Lotta Crabtree's neighbor and encouraged Lotta's enthusiasm for performance. Lola Montez was born in Ireland and became known as a Spanish dancer, courtesan, and mistress of King Louis I of Bavaria. As an adult, she proved to be difficult, high-strung, and power-hungry, getting into situations of influence by association with royalty and influential military men. She lived in Paris, Munich, Switzerland, England, and Australia. In 1851, with her reputation of arrogance and scandalous disregard for propriety too well known in Europe, she set off to make a new start in the United States. After 2 years of performing on the East Coast, Lola moved to Grass Valley in August of 1853. She bought a schoolhouse and converted it to her home. She hosted parties in the salon, kept a pet bear, and mentored the young Lotta Crabtree, whose home was on the same street, and to whom she provided dancing lessons. America's most famous literary icon, Mark Twain, made several appearances at the Little Nevada City Theater during his career. Born Samuel Clemens in 1835 in the little town of Florida, Missouri, Twain held many jobs as a young man, including printer's apprentice at age 12. At 17, he took a printer's job in St. Louis, Missouri, and became a river captain's apprentice. It was there that he took the pen name of Mark Twain, referring to safe depth of waters for boat navigation. During the Civil War in 1861, with the closing of the Mississippi River, Clemens began working as the newspaper reporter for several newspapers all over the United States. He began to gain fame when his story, The Celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County, appeared in the New York Saturday Press in November of 1865. Twain said, "I came in with Halley's Comet in 1835. It is coming again next year, and I expect to go out with it. It will be the greatest disappointment of my life if I don't go out with Halley's Comet. The Almighty has said, no doubt, 'Now here are two unaccountable freaks. They came in together, they must go out together.'" Mark Twain died the day after Halley's Comet's return. Twain's funeral was at the Old Brick Presbyterian Church in New York. He is buried in his wife's family plot at Woodlawn Cemetery in Elmira, New York. The miners' Foundry started as Nevada Iron Foundry and Machine Shop in 1855 by Edward Coker. The Ironworks Foundry and Blacksmith Shop was built to serve the needs of the loggers of the California Gold Rush miners in the Sierra Nevada foothills. In the 1870s, Lester Allen Pelton came to the foundry with an idea for a new type of water wheel with mining application. This Little Nevada City foundry was the first manufacturing location of the Pelton wheel. Lester Pelton is considered to be the father of modern hydroelectric power. Since 1960, downtown is the site for a challenging professional cycling race called the Nevada City Classic. Races for juniors, men, and women usually take place on Father's Day weekend. The race attracts thousands of visitors. In June 2009, Lance Armstrong was the winner. Live music, theater and dance are performed nearly continually at Miner's Foundry Cultural Center and the historic Nevada Theater. Many bars and restaurants feature live music. The Constitution Day Parade is held the second Sunday of September since 1967. It is one of the oldest and largest Constitution observances in the western United States. The Nevada City Film Festival started in 2001. The festival has grown from a showcase for local filmmakers to an international film festival hosting notable filmmakers from around the country. The annual festival is held over the course of 4 days in August. The Nevada City Film Festival has been called the Sundance of the Foothills. Victorian Christmas is an annual family tradition that takes place 2 Wednesday evenings and 3 Sunday afternoons in December, and features holiday activities for all ages, like carriage rides, arts and crafts, live entertainment, and savory Yuletide treats and libations. Similar to hot summer nights in July, the streets of downtown Nevada City are closed to motorized traffic for this Victorian Christmas.